Better time to encapsulate the energy of the biblical ancestor of Ruth than to have this wonderful woman joining us, Sharon Chandally Padrini. She is a jeweler working with all kinds of fine metals and stones. Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
So we're here to talk about a great project of arming women, the Tikkun Chava Project. But let's start by saying a little bit about your background, because you're Yemenite, you're from New York, but you learned these skills from your own family, which has a tradition over many generations of fine jewelry.
Yes. So I come from a lineage of Yemenite jewelers. It is a tradition that's thousands of years old, and I'm specifically focusing on the filigree technique, which is a very meticulous technique that takes many hours to create,
to get
it right and to create a single piece of jewelry.
And it really is like alchemy. I mean, you're like working with fire and metal, like the way it feels ancient, just the technique in doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. It does feel ancient, and time definitely gets lost while you're creating each and every piece.
Explain that whole alchemy component when you're working with metals. Is it a feeling that's different than, just making a standard pair of earrings,
Absolutely.
Where you're not firing up precious metals?
Yes, and that's actually what actually drew me into jewelry in the first place, just working with a fire and fusing things together and just making these pieces that have such symbolism for people.
Right. So let's talk about this piece in particular. This is called the Tikkun Chava Project, because, let's just start by saying Tikkun Chava is the rectification of Eve. We're in the time of the woman. So why is this such a good time to do this project, especially with, on the heels of the coronavirus?
Right. So right now during this coronavirus, people are really looking for meaning and security. And that sense of that longing comes from actually the feminine side of both men and women. So this is the time of the woman, and all the women right now need to reclaim their power.
Wow, it's so beautiful. So explain the Tikkun Chava specifically. We know that it's not just the Star of David that we all know. It's actually 3.
Yes.
And it's actually in Hebrew called magen, which means shield. A lot of people in the States don't realize it's the shield. It's literally a shield. So this is
Absolutely.
3 shields in one?
Yes. So these are actually ancient all ancient symbols from many different cultures, including the Magen David. So the outer shield, which is 8 points, is the shield of Abraham. The middle shield, which is 6 points, is the Star of David, the shield of David. And the middle shield is the Star of Solomon, which is 5 points. And altogether, these 3 shields have 19 points, which corresponds to the name of Chava, Eve, from the Bible.
Wow, so Chava, Eve has it, and the Bible believes in gematria and the numerology.
Exactly.
It really is, and it's literally each letter has its own energy. Is that true?
Yeah, so the 8 points on the Star of Abraham correspond to the first letter of Chava's name, the Chet, and then the 6 points on the Star of David correspond to the second letter of Chava's name, and the smaller star, the Star of Solomon, correspond to the last letter, so it works out perfectly, and it's really incredible.
It's really incredible. So why do you feel this is such a good time, and again, calling it the Tikkun Chava Project? This isn't just something of trying to sell jewelry. This is something that you feel really is really great for women to wear on many levels, not just, for female empowerment, but also energetically, protection and a shield, literally.
Yes, and this is the collection that was born out of this time. This is my new collection that was born out of this Corona time, because this is what we need.
Thank you so much. And here we go, time of the woman, and guys too. You're included in this. We're not leaving you out. It is just the time of the divine feminine, and let's just rock on, sister.
Yes, let's do it.
Thank you.